Pending litigation. Here we go. We've got contingencies, commitments, that sort of idea here, taking into the thought of subsequent events. What are the audit procedures dealing with pending litigation? So we're getting sued, we're suing someone. It can go either way. It could be a gain because we win the lawsuit, it could be a loss because we lose the lawsuit. How do we verify the accuracy of pending litigation? How do we determine what should be recorded or disclosed? Well, first off, we're going to inquire of management their controls for evaluating litigation. If management's controls are just saying, oh, we just assume we're going to win every lawsuit, well, I would raise a red flag. But first off, we're just going to evaluate that, as well as a listing of current litigation. Sort of getting an idea first. Get an idea of how it works. Then we can obtain from management a description and evaluation of litigation claims and assessments existing at the balance sheet date. So of these current litigation items, we can go and see what does management expect to happen. Let's get a description of them, understand what's going on. We're obviously going to go talk to the client's lawyer, obtain assurance from management that it has disclosed all unasserted claims that its legal counsel has advised are probable of assertion and must be disclosed. This goes, again, with contingencies and commitments that we see throughout bar and audit here. Has management disclosed every possible lawsuit that will reasonably happen, reasonably result in a loss, and then also possibly a gain? Review IRS reports and tax returns, review the board minutes, and review the client attorney letter. So whatever communication comes from the attorney. The CPA should ask for the period, probability of the outcome, and amount of the litigation result from the attorney. So that would be in the client attorney letter. If the client refuses the CPA access to the client's legal counsel, that sounds like a scope limitation to me. The CPA should withdraw or disclaim an opinion. Lastly, what are some limitations that the attorney may have? Well, confidentiality, that is a limitation there. If there are some items that should be confidential, however, that should likely be discussed ahead of time in the engagement and acceptance part of the audit, right? We should discuss, hey, when we end up trying to talk to your people, whether it's your employees or your attorneys, is there anything that will be confidential? Is there anything or will the substantial attention, will the attorney not have time to talk to us? That's a problem because we have to talk to your attorney. These two items could be limitations, possible issues here, things that could result in a scope limitation, something to watch out for. Powering through, having a good time. I'm having a good time. I hope you are as well. Let's keep moving along. Do a stretch, pet your dog, text your mother, say, hi, how you doing? Let's keep going. The auditor would reach out to the client's legal counsel with inquiries on what? Well, on these points, and these points include a potential loss estimate aspiring from litigation. Hey, is there any lawsuits that we may lose? The likeliness of an unfavorable outcome due to litigation. And here we're going to focus more so on possible losses, because what is management more likely to do? Management's more likely to not state losses and maybe try to overstate gains. So that's kind of the idea here. Updates to pending litigation. Just, hey, what's going on now? Has there been any updates? Has there been any changes? What's going on? Has anything been resolved? Corroboration for the listing of litigation. So management's supposed to say, we've got 5 lawsuits going out. If the auditor then goes to corroborate that and talks to the legal counsel might say, actually, no, there's 6. To which you're going to say, hey, management, what's going on? Why didn't you tell me about the 6th one? Management's intended response to the lawsuit. Are they just going to ignore it? Are they going to settle? Are they going to try to fight back? And lastly, the progress of particular litigation due to date. Right? Just get a good idea of everything. We're really just trying to get a whole estimate, whole idea of everything involving our lawsuits. Here's example of communication with the client's legal counsel. During the audit, the client provides a listing to the auditor of all current legal matters. The client's management should provide assurance that it has disclosed all reasonably possible claims. The auditor provides a letter of inquiry to the client's legal counsel regarding all matters to corroborate. So it's kind of like a confirmation, a bank confirmation or an accounts receivable confirmation, very similar process there. And to inquire if there are any other legal matters that the client has not disclosed. The client is the party which is required to communicate with the legal counsel because of attorney-client privilege, which would not allow the lawyer to speak directly with the auditor. So in this case, you are going to give the listing to management, say, hey, management, send this over to the lawyer. Hear back from the lawyer, take it from there. Hey there. Are you ready to not only pass your CPA exams, but truly understand and enjoy the material while studying? I know it seems impossible, right? Especially to enjoy the material. We'll do it together. Tap into the power of CPA.examprep.ai, where we've got personalized quizzes, multiple choice questions, memorization guides, flashcards, simulations, all tailored to your learning. Our adaptive study planning puts you on the fastest path to success and lifts you back up if you fall behind. Avoid wasting your precious time and money attempting an exam with a low chance of passing, because who wants that? We want to get you through this process as quick as possible. Our exam readiness prediction lets you walk in with confidence, knowing that you're prepared for success on exam day. Thankfully, there's no payment method needed to get started, so why don't you come join us? Visit cpa.examprep.ai and let's achieve your exam success together.